Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here. We just arrived back at the station there, and we have kind of decided that, like with the longer trains getting more cars, stuff like that, it's time to expand the railroad and the yard as just running it all in one car or in one train's kind of promoting us to have a problem unless we have everything empty. I mean, I think where we were running into derails yesterday, I know it was said in comments, and I do have to agree. I think it was just we had heavy cars behind empties and then slamming on the brake. I really was kind of careless with that and just kind of slammed on the brake, and that's going to bind up the train and kick cars off all the time. So really, it's going to be easier if we can turn around and do some swapping, mixing, and stuff like that. Plus, we need to get coal storage in here, so it's just kind of time to actually put in some more of a yard where we just have the holding there for the little trains. Plus, we do have two other engines, and it's probably time that we get them more into service than we have been instead of all running around on one train most of the time. So we are going to turn around and bite into the rail here, and we'll just kind of see where that goes, I guess. No super overall plan. We're just going to wing it and see what we get as we go, as all good plans are. Alright, if we go that way, that'll get us off of there. Do we want to spread like that, or do we want to try to keep? Decisions to be made. Let's go with something simple off of the bat that we know we can probably get in. Alright, if we do that, how long of a rail? Actually, you know what? Take to the skies. Take advantage of the fact that we can fly nowadays. And we'll grab that. Let's just go straight so we see where this kicks out. How much can we get here before we run into another switch? So somewhere in here. And that would put us on switch 1. Oh, sure. It's just not going to let us look back at it. Okay, so if we go somewhere in here, obviously, because we'll have to come out from that other track. That'll just give us a rough idea. Alright, plenty big. So that definitely will be long enough to hold a train. Now let's see how cutting into this side is going to work for us. Alright, fly down. This one, we are going to need a switch going right, but we need to stand on the left. So, there we go. I don't know, why does that seem totally wrong? What did I do? Oh, that is not right, actually. Alright. Not right. I was looking at that like it's the main. It's really not. So we need to go. Ooh, I don't think we're going to have enough room this way. That one's going to go straight. We probably have enough room, but I don't think we necessarily do with the way. Let's see what we get. It's probably too close to hook up. That is somewhat confusing. Let's get the main down. That way it'll all look right and we'll stop looking at that other side. Okay, there we go. Bam. Now we should really get rid of this because this should just be one piece. It gave us the rough idea. It was a guideline, which it served its purpose. Great. Rock on. Although, okay, that gives us a nice, easy place to side a train. That's the first thing we need to be able to do in here. Next thing we need to be able to do in here is actually hold some coal or offload, you know, store, offload coal. This stuff just gonna have to go. Now, like, this is yard territory. Sorry, the railroad has moved in. Or is moving in. Okay. That should give us plenty of room, hopefully. Did we get you all? Yeah, we got most of it. Alright. Looking good. So then what we're going to do is we want a coal tower. So we'll have to come in and we'll take a look at facilities. We do already have water around here, so coal is going to be our thing. Coal, definitely what we're looking for. Now the question is how do we want to do this? Because we could just put it in on this side. Oh no, we just clicked it into place. That's not what we wanted. We gotta get rid of you. Oop, facilities, that's what we wanted. I suppose we could have used all, but you know, right now we're clicking buttons when we don't mean to. So let's not delete a bunch of stuff we don't mean to delete. Alright, we'll go back in. No, we don't need that. We need built. Facilities. I have recently moved around a few of my buttons, so there you go. I think that's probably somewhere around halfway. Well, if we make it on this end, we're good on that end. Alright, let's fly down. There we go. Quick shot. Hopefully we're far enough out and this is long enough. Ooh, this is where we almost want more track. You know, let's just see how this goes first off. That is gonna work. We just don't have a lot of holding yet. That is not halfway. That is way closer to that side. If we went halfway, see, here's the hope. Okay. Now we know what we're looking at. Let's get rid of that. You know, that just is a lot of the building process. I mean, unless you actually, you know, if you have a super plan laid out, you know, you might not have to build and rebuild. Otherwise, building and rebuilding just all part of the thing. If we go like this. Go like that, am I gonna absolutely hate it? That's the question. Alright, let's see. We'll come down to this side and we'll do the same thing. This is gonna be a whole new experiment, and we'll just see if this works the way that we want it to. Come back in here one more time. Certainly much easier that the industries snap down the line, as long as you're not, you know, on the moon when you try to do that. Alright, there we go. Now let's see, can we get depth perception is horrible from here. Let's see, is that anywhere near halfway? No, not even close. Okay, so we'll just leave it there. And we'll drop a little bit on that side is what we'll do. So at least we like the angle of it. We just don't like the distance of it. There we go. Because if we turn off of here, you know it's going to come off of the track and not be straight. So we, at the end of the day, are just going to have to guess it in there. We probably need it right in the middle of the two. You know what? We'll take the second one. It's close enough. Good enough. And that means you can go. Let's, yeah, okay. Woo. Deleting stuff with locomotives behind it will come up a loco short and be like, what? Alrighty. Bam. Get that to there. Hopefully this all works out smooth enough that we can keep this line now. There we go. Back up in the air. See what we got. That is not horrible. Alright. Now. There we go. I just gotta try to stop trying to shift when I want to go down. That's my main problem. Alright. See, now that's art, though. So, the problem is we don't want... I don't know how many more lanes we can really get in here. I'd love to put a bunch more, but I don't know. Well, I guess that is going to clear that side, but it's definitely not going to on this side. One switch out is not going to clear that hump, which is going to throw the whole thing off, because once that happens, then the whole thing... Ooh. See, how is it gonna... Ooh, I suppose it's different because it's already different. It's different anyway. Alright, what are our options here? We could just try to attach it, which will work. We could try to duplicate it. We do have that tool. Try to just duplicate it and see what happens here. If we were to do like that. Oh, what's going on there? Okay, whatever's going on there, we don't dig it. So that we're gonna get rid of. We could just try. Let's just try an auto snap is what we will try. And see what we get there. Little extra holding may turn into be the pain. But it would be nice. That is not so bad. It's curved, which would be nice to go back to the straight lines, but the only way we go back to the straight line is if we turn around and kick the whole yard out, and then it's all going to get much wider, and we don't really want to do that. So let's see if we can get away with one more auto snap on the outside of that. And how does that look? I guess it lets us put... Not sure if I like that boat. Yeah, but if we do it either way, we're gonna get dead straight. You know, maybe that's not horrible. We could decorate that area with something. Maybe that's not horrible. Definitely not prototypical for the way that we would do things, but maybe that will work. Alright, so let's see. do we have everything in here that we need? We have coal. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, no. We have 1, 2. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 on the original. And then that's our main. Then we added 1, 2, 3, 4, I suppose. So really we have 7 lanes of holding now. So actually should be decent to hold a fair amount of stuff. We can access it from both sides. We have coal, we have water, we have wood. Is that the only wood we have here? So we should have brought in some more wood. We do need to add a wood rick just to keep total stock up. Might as well. We could put a wood rick in by this thing for all that matters. I wonder if we could get one in. We could do something with a wood rick over here. Then we would have fuel on both sides of the yard. That might not be a horrible thing. I just want a straight edge, yo. Not straight. Alright, let's go. That should be decent. And then we'll just set that in there. Okay, we have water. We have plenty of water. We have wood. We need sand. We do not have a sand house. Though, let's be honest, we probably don't. As of yet, we don't need a sand house. We're not going to worry about a sand house because we don't actually need one yet. Plus, we're in the desert and there's sand everywhere. So, sand house might not necessarily be on the top of our to-do list. Alright, that's gonna put us down. That'll go that way. We'll go this way. Switch. And then we need to switch because we're gonna try to drop some of that coal. If we can get the coal in here, that's gonna put us on the right line for that. Whew. Which that's going to let us get all of our locos back into motion now that we have fuel for them all. We don't have to worry about running out of anything. That's a success for the railroad. Unlimited fuel supply. No, well, sort of. Yeah, I mean, really. We kind of, I mean, you know, by the way the RO game goes, we own all the industry, so now we basically have access to unlimited fuel supply. It's just about moving it along down the rail. So there you go. Alright, we are going to just kind of take it chill so we don't stack this whole thing up just slamming on the brake for no reason. Coming into the yard, we are going to need some signage, some crossing. All of that stuff does add a little bit to the yard as it's organically growing. Now we'll have to bring in some more employees or something. Railroad getting bigger all the time. We coming to a rest. There you go. Slam on the brake for the last 15 miles an hour. You probably don't need to hit the brake just yet. We got a ways to go. Creeping this one in here. Not a very long run today, and I do not believe that we are going to get paid for this at all. So we will have to see. In fact, I don't even know. Can we dump from these cars in there? I don't even know if we can dump from these cars in there now that I'm thinking about it. We have the side dump cars, and I don't know if that's a required thing for these towers. I honestly do not use the coal towers a heck of a lot. I've always usually just fill up at the mine, but now where things are so spread out, I figured having a tower here in the middle would be the thing to do. But, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even know if you can dump from these in there. This might just totally backfire on us. We're about to find out, though. Alright, come on. Get on the grate. We're going to find out what happens here. Okay. Wait, one went in there. Wait a minute. Where'd it go? We're gonna make sure it's going in there before we get all crazy and just throw our coal away. Okay, it's going in there, right? It's going in there? Yeah, it's going in there. Sick. Okay, so it just transfers from that side to that side. Well, that's kind of weird, but that's cool. Alright. Want to scare a person when you watch it go in there and then you watch it drain away. You're like, wait a minute, where'd you go? Why are you leaving me? Let's put you in there. Alright. So, let's get that. It's a good thing that it works out of those. Okay. It's where it feels like it's eating our coal, but that's okay. Even if it eats a little bit, oh, we still gonna go forward. Oop. A little bit of moving. Little bit of moving. Can I hear the bell back here? Really? That's crazy. Come on. It's it forward. Just a little. Alright. Think we get it there? See, it's just so slow to count it. I swear it's dropping the first, but it's probably just transferring them over, so then it seems like it's a slow count. I would assume we're not getting robbed. Of course, we could go count them all. We could go look what we get at the end. I suppose we got 4 cars. We should be getting 10 apiece. Should be 40, so should be nice and simple, I guess. If we're going to have to go through all that. Oof. Side dump cars might be a thing for this, or at least just for running fuel. You know, in the long run, that'd be cool, just because then you have a proper, maybe, fuel train car, so throw some cordwood on it or something, and some side dump cars for running the coal and wood back here to the station. I could see that. Wouldn't be a bad use for a little 060 over there. Call it a fuel train, or maybe even that'd be a good use for Betsy. In the long run, just a little fuel train run from here to there with some fuel for all the rest of the locos. Give it a good task. Keep it in business. Whoa, whoa, where are we? Whoa. Hopefully that's all just slack in the train. And that was what was pushing us back. Alright, cool. So, if that worked, which we're hoping it certainly did, 76. What? Oh, I suppose with the way the industries work, because we're on, sure, you get double, so what you put in, so you get, so we put 40 coal in there, we got 80 coal out of there. So if my math's right, then we could take the 80 coal out of there and sell it, or put the 80 coal back in there and get 160 coal. So that's a way to turn around and multiply your coal stores. Go figure that. So that's a definite winner. You can put 40 coal in, get 80 coal out, put 80 coal in, get 100. No, you can't, because then it's full, but you can put, and then you could sell 40 coal and put 40 more coal back in there and get 80 coal, and then you could sell some coal and make some money. But at any rate, so there, yeah, we're definitely calling that one a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.